Now so it was that after 3 days they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the teachers, both listening to them and asking them questions. Luke 2, verse 46. I really wanted to play Fortnite on Friday night, and I texted Lance, and we were supposed to get on, but apparently the season ended, and the servers were just down for maintenance for hours. I got really far. So last night, I just wanted to play one game before bed, and you know what happened?
You didn't go to bed?
You won?
I have set myself up for another potentially undefeated season, so I don't know if I should keep playing. I keep winning my first match out the gate. I have undefeated seasons of Fortnite because of that, and I keep it that way just so I can say I have undefeated seasons of Fortnite. So I won, and now I don't know what to do.
Oh, just keep going. It's fine.
I have an undefeated season. I could have
But you've
had
already
like
done it.
4 or 5. Yeah, I know, but it's tempting every time, you know.
What if you go 2-0?
Oh, see, and you're setting me up for failure.
Yeah, that's what I'm going
know
for.
what's gonna happen.
Yeah, they always do that, by the way. If there's a new season, it's going to be down till like 4 a.m. That's just how it is every season.
That seems like a long time. Especially, why would they do that on a Friday night?
That's kind of how they always done it. And then Saturday
Hmm.
morning, it's like everyone's home. I guess you wake up and play the new season. And whatever you do, in case for whatever reason you're like, you know what? I'm excited about this season. I'm going to play it when it opens up at 4 o'clock in the morning. It is not advised to do that, especially depending on the lobbies you get. It is the sweatiest thing you will ever be a part of.
I'm not as good as you, so that would either work out or completely not work out. How did the last season end? Did The Rock win?
I have no idea. I haven't really paid attention, so.
I'm not excited about this season with it's Keanu Reeves and somebody I think is a wrestler or something.
I have no idea. I haven't looked into it at all.
It's
I have
John
no idea.
Wick.
Oh.
And I use
Only if it comes with a dog.
It actually probably does.
I would be willing to bet that there's a dog factor, whether it's his backpack or companion or whatever. But ironically, like I use what's called the John Wick skin from season 1, just because it was a guy in a black suit and a beard and thought it kind of looked like
Yeah,
me.
that's
And
when
now there's real John Wick,
That's when Fortnite didn't realize how big they were going to be, so they were doing knockoffs of everything.
including Marvel characters.
Marvel characters. They had like a Star-Lord, then they did like a Wonder Woman thing, and then it got
Thor,
so
Black
big that there was like,
Panther.
I guess we're actually gonna put these people in there.
And now it's Tomb Raider versus Alien versus Predator versus Ariana Grande versus Master Chief versus Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, it's crazy. They have like I think
K-pop Demon Hunters.
they literally have everything except for like Lord of the
Lord of
Rings.
the Rings.
That's like the only thing they have
They
left.
have Star Wars.
They have Star Wars. They have any cartoon basically now. It's kind of crazy.
Well, now that The Hunt for Gollum is coming out, I bet Lord of the Rings is right around the corner. You heard it here first.
Actually, it's
Quite possible.
That's quite possible.
Quite possible. I would be shocked because it's Warner Brothers, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they have the DC stuff.
well, they just got bought, right? Warner Brothers?
No, they were bidding for. Or wait,
No, they got bought, right?
Yeah.
By because I know it didn't go through. Then someone else bought them. Was it Paramount?
I don't remember because I remember it was supposed to be like maybe Netflix, but then
But then it
it was too much of a monopoly. They didn't agree to it.
yeah, that whatever that is has not gone through or been chosen or resolved.
but
I
that'll be a
think.
factor in that too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, let's see. If Netflix already, well, okay. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Welcome back to We Who Endure. Pardon me, excuse me. We're going to be talking about, what's it called?
What a terrible
Not a good
Gate
start.
Zero. Not a good start.
Gate Zero. Apparently it's this video game that's going to go through the Bible. So we're going to discuss that and just discuss Christianity in video games. I'm Blade O'Neill, and joining me as always is my brother Lance.
Hi.
And Dustin C. Smith.
Hello.
So Gate Zero. Lance turned us onto it. I haven't heard of it. Apparently, this has been a thing for years.
It's been in development for a while. It started as just kind of a grassroots thing, and then eventually went through Kickstarter and got funded that way, really quickly actually. And then it's a UK-based company that's making this game. Let's see. It's basically. What did you say? It was kind of like
Assassin's Creed.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of Assassin's Creed-y as far as like
Plot.
you're in the future and now you have to go into the past to do stuff, which is basically Assassin's Creed, right? Like
That's
yeah,
in a
you
nutshell.
have this time machine thing. So basically, yeah. So like his grandma was arrested for harboring this book that she wasn't supposed to have because it was against everything they believed in. This book was the Bible. And so it kind of has like almost like a living in like a Book of Eli type situation where there's no Bibles around. There's nothing, Christianity has been kind of wiped
eradicated.
out. Yeah. So, and then he finds out that his parents who are gone had developed a time machine. And so he kind of uses it and then is trying to find out what his grandma was doing and why she was doing it. And therefore is back around 30 AD, around when Jesus was doing his
ministry. Yeah, it seems interesting. If you watch the trailer, we will include a link to the trailer in the description for the podcast. If you guys want to quickly and safely take a look at that before we continue this discussion, right off the bat, we see what appears to be Mary and Joseph, and like, have you seen our son? And we all know the ending to that story. But
it's our verse.
It was our verse.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's going to even go as far as the crucifixion. Like there was the shadow of the crucifixion. Spoiler alert: they crucified Jesus. Be interesting to see where it ends. Like, will it just be the resurrection, or will it go through like is he ever 40 days after the resurrection? Like where's that going to end?
Where's the game end?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like, especially how just games are these days.
Resurrection
game
DLC.
Yeah, there's a DLC for
DLC.
Resurrection,
Hey, Dad, can I get the Resurrection pack? No,
They
Jesus-
brought back Jesus.
Yeah.
No, but that would be. But think about the other part of it. You also go through with the disciples helping spread the gospel, right? And because they have their journeys and they all die and everything like that. So like you could then expand upon that. And not only that, which is something that would be really cool, is what if you could do prequel DLCs, right? Like, all right, let's take you back to Noah. You got to help him find the dodo bird, right? Like you run around trying to get the dodo bird on the
But no matter
ark.
what happens, you failed that mission.
Yeah, even though you save him, you find out he still goes extinct because of humans later.
Or he just keeps jumping off the ark and then you have to go get him. Like he just won't stay on the ark.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how the game the visually looks pretty stunning. It looks pretty good. It looks
Yeah.
like they've done the research. They're trying to not just do a default old Israel looking, like they're actually looking at kind of historically how buildings should look, but like what people wore, things like that. And there's like like little side quests. I think I saw he was like herding sheep, because obviously hopefully it's not one of those things where it happens like 50 times in a game, like, oh, my sheep are gone again, can you catch all 30 of them for me?
Yeah, those repetitive missions. What kind of so you have the time machine and that's kind of weird, but like I mean,
Cliche. Not
yeah.
cliche,
But I mean,
but it's like,
but what are you gonna do? And
are
also
you gonna
like
do it?
how picky we're gonna be. I think the more concerning issue is how are they handling this biblical material. It seems pretty respectful. And I just want to bring up that in contrast, I think this is a little more interesting and a a more comfortable way of approaching it than that Jesus VR game where you actually play as Jesus and do the miracles in first person and, you know, water into wine. It's like, because that is watching the trailer
This is
for
wine.
that.
This is wine. This is wine. No, that's not.
But you know what I mean? Like being Jesus in a video game, just,
it seems
it's like,
blasphemous.
it seems, I mean, maybe they have good intent. I don't know, but it just, I can't play it, you know?
Yeah.
This, and I think we mentioned this before, like maybe there'd be a game where you can witness these things, and this is what that's doing. And it was around this whole time, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously, like, as long as everything's, you know, accurate and you're just kind of like helping the story go along, it's cool. Obviously, they also talk about, like, you know, I think in the game there'll be certain characters who like aren't really talked about too much in the Bible that they kind of like introduce and will add to. I guess you can probably take it as similar as to the
Chosen?
the Chosen show, where probably have some liberties with like certain like side characters, I guess, if
And
you
like,
want to call
and
them
like
in the
in
Bible.
between events that,
And that as long as it's, you know, nothing
Well, it's
bad,
like I
you
think
know, it's like, okay, fine, you have to do what you have to do, right?
yeah, and I think like what it might be is like a lot of the side quests, or even in the background, Jesus is doing something, or like, oh, this is around the time when this happens, but you're on this like thing where you're making sure, like, I think I saw on another clip somewhere, it was having to help lower the lame
I
person
can't
down.
believe you said
That's
that.
cool.
I was just going to say, wouldn't it be cool if like you had to help, like,
you had to help
cover-
lower him down, and
Yeah.
because you were like doing something, and then you're like, and
I
one
didn't
of
see
your
that.
tasks is, well, I think it's like in a different video, because when
Yeah.
I was like doing my research for this,
You gotta help the lady get through the crowd to touch Jesus's cloth. You know,
Interesting.
that'd be cool.
Interesting.
or like the guards are
Whoa.
chasing you and actually open up a way for her to crawl through to touch
Yeah.
his garment or whatever.
Wow.
But I mean, they've done the research from what I've heard. They're obviously not rushing something, so they have the funds to make it. They're just trying to get the best people to work on it to make it good. So I think that's why they're not too worried about like rushing a deadline or not making it be like Grand Theft Auto 6 and taking several years to
Oh,
20 years.
are we going to get GTA 6 or a Bible video game first?
um,
We'll see.
but they did stuff as far as, you know, they produced a level and sent it out to like 5,000 youth group kids across the world to basically beta test it, and got a lot of positive feedback and kids having fun with it, and things like that. And then they even had like, they put out a demo to download, and I think it said it was downloaded like almost 7,000 times when it like was first released. And so there's some following to it, and there's people excited about it. I think the most important thing to think about, and I know we talked about it when we had a game episode a while back, is, you know, what you put into it when you're playing these games. Like, what are you getting out of it? Like, are you playing this game as just being a game, and it just happens to be about the life of Jesus in that time, or is it another tool, you know, type situation, to where you're playing this level, this situation that happens, and then it causes you to go back and look in the Bible and read about it and read up on it, to be like, hey, I just played that and I just read that scripture.
Well, I think there's no problem with both, because I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with playing a video game, like anything, you know, within reason, right? And I don't understand how there's this new resurgence of pastors, like this 50-year-old man is playing video games, and like this is as bad as corn.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
And I think that's insane. You know, because I guarantee you, this congregation, if you said the same thing about football, people would be like, you know, like there would suddenly be pushback. You know, it's, if you make it an idol, you make it an idol. But anyway, I just totally went off on a tangent. What did you just say? Oh, so even if you are just going into this game just to have fun, to just take a break or whatever, if you're going into it like that, and then you're playing something, or you're playing it and you're like, wait a second, was that in the Bible? And then that causes you to open up your
Right.
Bible and look at it, and then you're like, wow, I never realized that was in the Bible. And that same thing happened to me with The Chosen, because like, you know, like you're like, wait, are they doing everything right? And when Jesus had that whip, when he was flipping the tables, I never caught that in, I think it was John's version of that he has the whip. I never caught that. It's like one verse that mentions the whip. And I was like, where did they get this whip from? And I was wrong. So like that was a learning experience for me, which was pretty cool.
Right.
So
I mean,
there can be a lot of that in there.
Right. And I think as long as, you don't have something to where, you bring up something, you bring up a scripture for someone, and then someone playing the game is like, oh yeah, that reminds me of level 3. When you're like, you mean John? Like, But you were telling us that before we started recording that on their website they have verse reference that you can kind of
there was
when you're going along with the game, you can kind of like they're giving you references.
Well, I found the play guide.
Yeah. Well, you know who the end boss is. So.
Well, what a twist would it be if your character was the Antichrist?
That would be nuts.
Well, because I think isn't the idea of the game is you're
terrible.
trying to fix the history, or is it just you're witnessing the history?
I thought it was you were trying to
like fix something that happened because
because they tried stopping it. They tried stopping something from happening. I thought there was somewhere where I read that.
Which is
pull it up
kind
really
of
quick.
obviously. I mean, at the end of the day, no matter what, though, it's still Christian fiction. For whatever biblical events may be accurate, you still got to approach this as just biblical fiction because we don't have time machines, right? And you can't go back and erase the history of the Bible, and God would never have allowed it. So you gotta still sort of take this plot with a grain of salt, right? At the end of the day.
So here's a little synopsis, I guess. It's called the backstory on their website. It says you play as Max, a rebellious teen in 2072, where a ruthless regime rewrites history and erases truth. After a time-traveling accident strands you in ancient Israel, your grandmother is captured. Your only goal is to fix the time machine and return home. But as you uncover traces of corruption in history, you realize that the stakes are far greater. To outwit the establishment, save your grandmother, and restore the truth, you must find and preserve the original biblical records before they are lost forever.
Oh.
So I don't know if it's they're erasing. So from that, I don't know if it's you have to adjust what happened in time, or they're just saying you have to help find the Bible and bring the Bible back into your current time, because you can take that, I feel like, either way.
It's like quantum, so they're changing it to where it fits, so it's like Quantum Leap, like Sam Beckett.
Or is it Book of Eli?
Well, the only thing
Book
With
of Eli.
a time machine.
the only thing
Did
is
you watch Book of Eli finally?
No.
Jeez,
because
Lord.
all Book of Eli is just like this basically rundown civilization, and people have forgotten how to read, and there's only like one publication of
Wait, are we talking about now or?
this is like yeah.
I'm sorry.
And so the main character played by Denzel Washington, everyone's after him because he has the book, he has the Bible, and everybody wants it because having the Bible means you have power. So all these like gangs and everything else is trying to get it, and he's trying to get to the West Coast, like San Francisco or something like that, to do it. And then the what ends up happening is they're finding out he's blind, and so his Bible is all Braille. And then
Spoiler alert.
spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, but if you haven't watched it in the last 15 years, that's on you. Like, but what ends up happening is something happens to the book, and they're like, "That's the only one in existence." But he's like, "I've got it memorized." So, which also is the
Interesting.
same thing. It's just like, well, so then does it become like the?
It's the Denzel Washington version.
It's the Eli
version.
Eli standard version.
Oh, that's funny. Interesting.
So that's the only thing is the whole
ESV?
Bible thing. That's the only connection to Book of Eli. It has nothing to do with time travel. And
Yeah.
But the one other aspect of this game that I think would be interesting, depending on how they play it out, is from what it sounds like, 2072 is kind of like the end times, right? So is there any like interpretation of Revelations of any type of plagues or anything like that, the bowls or the judgments or whatever?
Or the Antichrist being in
Or the
power,
Antichrist being in
causing
there.
these,
Yeah.
problems.
So I think that aspect will be cool too. And then obviously, to some extent, right, like there's there's so many different interpretations people have of that. So like it would just be interesting to see that kind of be in a video game if that aspect does come into play more of like, how do you handle that? What does this look like? What does the Antichrist look like? What do you think? Like they are over? Is there
a mark of
marks?
the beast?
Well, how do they do that? Right? Like, so I think that's kind of a cool
I would
aspect.
almost hope it like have to do with that, because then otherwise, if you're creating this dystopian future where there is no Bible and nobody knows anything about Christianity, that doesn't really seem to play out what's
Right.
going on in Revelations to begin with. So
Right.
hopefully that does play a part in it. at
Yeah,
some
I
point.
think it's got to. So it should be interesting to see how that's interpreted.
I agree.
The beast, the Antichrist, was there the rapture? You know, there's a lot of things. It'd be interesting. This
Well, probably
This is
not
good.
if his grandma was clearly.
well,
Right.
okay, yeah, well,
Well.
well, she disappeared.
Well,
Well,
she
she said
went
when
back
she
in
was
time with
captured.
him.
He thinks she was captured. Plot twist: she was raptured.
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll have to see
We'll have to play the game whenever it comes out.
whenever it comes out. So, look out for that, right? So, I mean, the
Yeah.
Kickstarter's backed. We're gonna have to
And
see.
you
This
can
is
wishlist
years-
it on Steam
You
too.
can. Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Maybe we'll put that link in the description as well.
What about
Uh,
like other games or anything like that? Like it would be
you know,
like what? Because you know how like, so this is like an Assassin's Creed type
hmm
situation type thing. Like, are there any kind of like other mainstream games that would kind of be cool with
Well,
like
I
a
think-
biblical
I
twist?
think the Old Testament doesn't get enough love, and there's so much to do in movies, in
Right.
games, and you know, and you're much less likely to run into problems with blasphemy, right? If you do Exodus, you know, story of Moses. If you lead the people through the desert, or you can do
I-
Daniel, right? You can
I feel like the easiest game you could make into like a Bible game
Did I say David?
is D&D.
So that's what I was saying too. Like you could have a mission, like you have these missions of like leading.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So like you could be like D&D and be like,
It
you
could
know,
be- it could be
you're
a
Noah
campaign.
and you're helping try to get lions, and you got to roll for animal handling skills, right? And you got to try to get all the animals onto the ark, or
I rolled a 1.
and the lion bit you. Try again.
Yeah, or like what kind of wood? Do you have this wood that's stronger, or are you gonna hold out for this kind of wood?
Yep. And you got 100 years to build it, so
Yeah, so
That's a long campaign.
it's a big campaign. It's just you and your family. I mean, you could also do it with like I don't know, like war campaigns, or even just like some mission that someone was on that they have to do. Like you have your Daniel and his friends,
Mm-hmm.
you know, going through and like, oh, you're in this furnace, you know, roll for, you know, like whatever for protection, or what level of, you know, like
what level of faith do you have to roll for spiritual something? I don't know.
Yeah. What's it called when you put all of your numbers into one thing?
put all your marbles in one basket.
Well, no,
or
because
something.
in the beginning you have stats.
Right, and
so,
you can
like,
you could put them into different categories,
Yeah,
whatever.
but
So
whatever that
you'd
phrase
put
is.
all yours into spiritual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, oh, I should have had more faith.
Yep.
You know, it didn't work out.
I thought it'd be kind of cool to have a. So speaking of like Noah, thinking like almost like a Sim City, but you're designing an ark. Like you're like not designing the ark, but you're designing the compartments of like where all the animals are, and you're kind of like building it up, and you get to the point where it you know has the counter for years. We're approaching 100. Do you have all the animals yet? Oh, where's the dodo? You know, like
Oh, they're extinct.
we're like, oh, no unicorn. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a good one. Or I'm trying to think what else. What other great
What about Risk?
Risk?
So Risk, but you have like actual campaigns. So you have like the Israelites versus the Amalekites, or you know, you have like the different regions. So, you know, for the different tribes and the different. So like you're gating all 12 tribes, and you're going against
Mm-hmm.
you know the Philistines.
What would you call it?
Risk.
No, you got
Bible risk.
No, it's got to be something like.
Exodus.
What's
So-
a game? What's a game where you have to escape something and you have to go like that could be like an Exodus game. So like making your way through Egypt.
Shoots and ladders.
No, that's Peaks and Valleys.
That's the new name.
That's the new name.
Peaks
And
valleys.
you know what you do with Scrabble? Call it just Babel.
Oh goodness! Wow.
And what's kind of weird is that Babel's kind of in the word Scrabble.
Jenga, but it's the Tower of Babel, and
Tower of Babel.
as you build it higher, it ends up falling,
Oh.
right? 'Cause
Each piece of wood needs to have like a
different
a different
language.
language on it. It
Yeah.
says Scrabble, or it has to say something, but in a different language. The same words.
But what do you do with the language thing? How do you incorporate language into
Into doing
Jenga? Yeah. So you're building.
we
this
just call it
already.
Babel.
Babel.
Well, I know, but so like we know the plot of Jenga, right? So you take out.
But that is the plot. So like when you play Jenga, you take whatever piece and you put it on top.
Yeah.
And because why
The
did
story is
the
they're
story
trying to build
is
heaven.
they're trying to build to heaven,
Yeah.
but eventually it gets too high and it'll just topple down and you lose, right? So that's the whole thing.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of a language.
Well, what if
factor.
as it starts it's in English, but then as you get taller, like you move to like number 3 on the thing, and then it becomes a different language. So then you can't even understand what the instructions are anymore, just like they were when they're building higher and higher.
But you know what the instructions are, like, because you started it. So like, what
Well, they did too.
what sort of factor?
Well, for instance, okay, so bear with me. So we a party game
Okay.
is we would have a Jenga set, and on the underside of the bricks or the blocks, it would say something on the bottom like,
Oh, you're talking about like when it's like a drinking game or something, like when people
or
do
just a
that.
party game.
Come on. I'm just trying to understand.
You're at youth group and you're having this party game, and it says something like run around the building, and you put that brick up, and eventually, but it'll have like different phases on that. So like you would have stuff written under there, and like the first ones would be easy because it'd be in English, but then as you get a little further, like that's in like Chinese or Arabic or
Or
whatever.
it tells you to do something to mess with the other person, and it's almost like
and it messes up the tower to
right
fall over.
because so now it's like because we have a miscommunication, I bumped into you because I didn't realize that's what you were doing, and now you knocked it over.
Or maybe there could even be something where after a few rounds you can no longer talk to each other.
Yeah.
I don't know. That doesn't even seem like it would hinder you, though.
What if you change the game sorry and you just call it repent?
And what do you do?
It's the same game. It's just called
Yeah.
repent.
That's
Yeah,
it.
repent
Just like Scrabble.
it.
It's the same
I-
game. It's just called Babel.
or ask forgiveness.
yeah.
Please forgive me. I just took your red pawn. Or okay, so we're talking about in the other game with the end times, right? So what if you do like a Last of Us type game, but it takes place during Revelations?
Oh,
So
interesting.
you're going through and you're doing everything, but in the meantime, like in the background, you see like, oh, there's the beast, and then like the end of the game, you see like everything falling into like the pit of fire because you.
You know what might be interesting for a game like that? In some of these RPGs, you talk to people and you have different options, and depending on what you say,
Oh, like Final Fantasy type.
I suppose I don't know if
Depending on how you answer changes. It's like
the course of the game, yeah.
what if you could also like try to save people, and depending on what you say to certain NPCs, you can either save them or not save them, so you can actually play through it multiple times trying to save people,
Yeah.
like to get to the end game, depending on how, like what you choose to say to them, and if they react in anger, what you then say, and like, or maybe you have to leave it alone and come back because you can't save them here, but maybe you can save them later in the game, but also you can just completely blow it.
and
That
then
might be interesting.
but like you're always on the run because you refuse the mark of the beast.
Mhm.
So therefore you can't just go and buy stuff, or you can't enter places
And
because
there's
you
an
can't save.
underground Christian market, and that's how you get food
Yes.
and stuff.
And news market that you kind of watch or you listen to on some like wave radio that tells you like, update, the 2 witnesses died, but then they came back, and you're just like, whoa, we got to get there.
Like what? That's AI.
Mm-hmm.
Throw back to 2 episodes ago, 3 episodes ago, 4 episodes ago.
But I think doing like a Last of Us like Revelation type.
I think that's
game.
a great idea. I'm actually surprised that's not something people are jumping on. Like I said, because how many times are we doing the story of Jesus? I mean, love the story of Jesus, whatever. But like, you know, we
Whatever.
have-
I'm just kidding.
oh, come on, you know what I mean.
kidding.
But like, we have Jesus VR. We have this game come out. We have The Chosen. We just got the King of
Well,
Kings
technically,
movie,
you're still
right?
getting Jesus because he's now going to be on a horse. He's not on a donkey. He's on a horse.
fine, but-
he's coming to make war.
But I'm just
that's
saying,
the
we
be-
haven't-
that's
we
to me the
haven't-
best part is when at the end of the game, Jesus comes in on the horse, and you're like, "All right, God, I'm going to slaughter you all now."
Wow,
That's cool.
that might be cool if you do it right. And not to shift us back to the other thing, but I appreciate about this. What's this game called? Open Gate. Open
We're
Gate.
not selling it too much. They might want to change the name. 'cause we can't-
I keep forgetting. Open Gate,
Gate
Ninth
Zero.
Gate
Gate
Zero.
Zero.
Why is it called Gate Zero? I don't know.
I don't know
I'm
either.
thinking Gate like Stargate. Some
Gate Zero people. Maybe a different name there. What was I gonna say?
It's fine.
Oh, I think the production value looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes like people see Christian movies, Christian content, and it's like not always of the best quality.
yeah, it's
This
almost
looks,
like it's like a Hallmark movie.
yeah, it looks quality. I think.
Well, I think, and not to belittle them,
And also, if you're still looking for voice actors, Open Gate.
it's
Gate,
Gate
Zero.
Zero. Oh man! Open Gate AI. What are you saying?
Not picking me now.
You'll be
Anyway.
the shepherd boy. Find my sheep.
Just have him be the
Just the sheep.
Bah.
I just need to say bah a lot.
But not to belittle any work that they're doing, but there are so many these days, so many great like places to go to make great games like Unreal Engine or
Yeah, indie games are so much.
such higher
much
quality
more-
these
yeah.
days.
You know,
Yes.
it's very accessible. Like almost anyone can make a
And
game.
as I say that,
today.
yes, they use Unreal Engine, so
Yeah, of
that
course.
kind of explains
So-
why
so
they
it's
have
just-
such a good quality there. On top of their hard work,
Well-
not belittling anything, but
and not belittling, big studio titles either. But like, quite frankly, like there's so many mainstream video games now that are just not good. So indie games are really thriving, and you never know which one is just going to take off. Like especially you look at something like Five Nights at Freddy's, that was an indie game, and now it's AAA title. Right?
because it's not necessarily about graphics or anything like that. It's just like give good content,
we wanna have
and
fun. We
that's
wanna have a
it.
good experience,
That's all it is. Like,
Well, and I think another reason why it might be taking longer and everything else is because one, you want the great quality, but I'm sure you're also vetting these people, these developers, to be like-minded like you because
Mhm.
Being a Christian game, being a whatever, you want like believers, I would think.
right.
Not to say that there isn't anyone that
Or-
secular
or-
people
or-
working on the game, but I'm sure they probably are picking from people that
or at least people who believe in it.
right.
Whether they're saved or not.
And then I'm sure there's also aspects of it to be like, hey, okay, we're doing this. Is this okay? Does anyone have an issue with this? Is there an aspect of this that maybe is like someone it might be wrong, to do? Because I think that's
or
that's
how,
important.
how far left field are we taking this, or did we take too much liberty in this aspect of the game, and do we need to dial it back a little bit?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it doesn't become a GTA 6, right?
Well, it does say you can explore in free roam, so I'm sure there's an aspect
pretty
where you
cool.
can just like walk around. But
If-
that's
if-
probably
if-
more
it-
like
it
in
says limit-
Spider-Man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like where
Or
you
Assassin's Creed.
take a mission or Assassin's Creed, but like it's like in between a mission, it's just like you can go and
Deliver
save
pizza.
some people, right? Or stop this person from these people from doing whatever, or help the sheep or whatever. Like that's
Yeah, because
I think that could be
it's
fun.
like limited free roam, I think is what I was reading. So it's still within the parameter of like the linear part of the game, but you can definitely venture out to parts that's not going, and it's eventually probably directing you back to whatever objective you
Yeah,
need.
no,
and that's
I
always
like
fun in certain video games too, right? Like I remember doing that, love doing that in all the Spider-Man games. Just trying to get every single trophy for like, oh, you want to make sure you find all Spider-Man's backpacks and find whatever. I'm sure you can do some type of aspect with this game too. It would be
Yeah.
really
Find all 4,000 fish.
Deliver the
Or 5,000 fish.
Deliver the pizzas. Like doing the
Oh, for Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2. There's no pizza in the Bible.
The leaven bread.
Yeah,
Break this pepperoni pizza and feed 5,000.
there is no yeast in the bread.
That's the yeast of his problems.
Yeah, that's Old Testament, all right. Any other comments here before we wrap this up?
I think I'm good.
That's about it. Like I said, we got the trailer for the game in the website.
What's the name of the game, Blade?
Gate Zero.
Yeah, he did it.
I had to think about it. Gate Zero. We're gonna have the website. We're gonna have the Steam page and all that good stuff in the podcast description. You know, give them a follow, give them a wish list. You know, because that's really gonna help them. And then maybe, whenever this comes out, maybe we'll play it and do another episode on this. Maybe that would be fun.
I like a review there. That'd be great.
Yeah,
Or we could even maybe stream it. Maybe that'll be our first stream or something.
possibly because we, I did get the We Who Endure Twitch channel. I did get that name just in case. We'll see. We'll see. See how far this all goes. Don't forget, right now we've got our limited edition America 250 shirt on our Fourth Wall shop. That is also in the description. So this 4th of July, you can show off your faith and patriotism. Along with that shirt, we got it pulled up on the screen here. It says,
Blah, 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 blah.
Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord. It's an important thing this 4th of July.
America.
America.
But that's it until August. We return sometime in August. So if you want to know when we will return in August, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And you can also find our fun little reels, Bible verses, and come say hi. Come shoot us a message. Come leave us a comment. Send the pages to your friends. Tell them to support us. And no matter what platform you follow us on, go follow us on the other platform. Help us help us to grow the community.
You forgot YouTube. Subscribe to
yeah,
YouTube as
please,
well.
and please subscribe to the YouTube. We're still on the push for 500 followers because the more we can grow these things and the more we hit certain milestones, the more opportunities we have to grow.
Because even though we're not, back to August, you don't want to miss out on things that might pop up here and there.
You don't even know.
We got stuff.
Things.
Like our shirt.
We got things.
Stuff and things.
Things and stuff.
We appreciate you all taking the time to listen. We love you. Be safe. Have a blessed, safe summer. Stay hydrated. Stay cool. Enjoy your vacations. Enjoy your time off. And we will see you soon. God be with you.
God bless.